Okay, for the next video, we're now going to take our completed exploded view of our car and we're going to make a drawing file out of it. So we're going to go to New and go to our drawing file. Actually, we don't want to do that. We're going to go, we're going to open up our normal drawing file that we always use. So take me, I gotta find mine. Here's mine. Okay, so then we're going to go to base view, and it should already have your exploded view selected, but just in case it doesn't, make sure that you have this saved. So we'll do file, save as, so wherever you're saving, which should be unit 7, but I don't want to do that because that's not where all my parts are saved. So you should save it where all your parts are saved. I'm going to save mine on my desktop in my folder with all my stuff. So that's where it's going. Okay, so now when I open up my drawing file and I do base, so there's all of my tweak components. We'll hit OK, and we want the view to not look like that, so let's try that again. So we go to base view, and then let's click on like a corner here. There we go, and let's make it slightly bigger. That might be slightly too small. That looks good. And let's change the way this looks. Let's click the shaded and click OK. That looks pretty good. Okay, so this shows all of our different parts and how it fits together. So what we're going to do is we're going to do two things to this. We're going to add a parts list, and then we're going to show where all of those parts attach to stuff. So we're going to click on annotate, and we're going to click parts list. And I think everything, all the default settings are good. And then wherever this box shows up, that's going to be where our part list goes. So we're going to put it in one of the corners, whichever corner we could fit it in. Let's fit it here. And we can, I believe, change the size. So let's make this a little bit smaller. That looks good. So everything that we have here, so there's an item number. Let's click on our car and we can move our car down a little bit. So we have an item number, the quantity number, the name of the part, so this is the name of the file. We can go in and change it if we'd like to, and then a description. For today, what we're going to do is we're just going to go to the description and add the material. So I'll show you how to do that, and you can go and change those. So we'll double click, and we want to just click on the section that you want. So the passenger section is made out of wood, or we could click on like the one block socket, for example, is made out of ABS plastic. So we could just type ABS, and we're just going to go through and add all the material names for all. So we'll just do wood, ABS. The only other things that we may want to use are I think the windshield might be a different type of plastic, but we can just call them all ABS. I think that'd be fine. So we'll go ahead and click apply and OK. And so when you're done, you'll have a complete list description of all the parts, and we can maybe change that a little bit to make a little bit less room. So now what we want to do is we want to be able to link our parts list with all the parts that are on our car. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit balloon, and we're going to click on all of the parts. So we're going to left click on the part, move to where we want the bubble, so we'll kind of put it off where it's not going to cross over anything. Right click and continue. And if it didn't move where you want it, try it again, and that should work. Okay, so we're going to do that with all of the parts. Something went wrong with this guy. Let's get rid of him. Something that's going to be different on yours than on mine. Mine just says T9 wheel, and it just says item 10. So when I made my part, I made the wheels a assembly file. So I put 3 parts in an assembly and made it one thing, and then just imported that assembly 4 times, as opposed to each of the parts individually 4 times. So on mine, it's just T9 wheel. So no matter what part of this I go to, it's going to be part 10. So I'm just going to leave that part like that. So I'll click on balloon, and we'll click on all the other parts. And evidently I'm doing something incorrect, because I'm not sure why it's going back. We shouldn't have to do it twice. Let's get rid of this guy. So let's do that with the windshield. So it looks like if you click on the object, left click, then right click, continue. Why does it keep jumping back? I'm not sure why it keeps doing that. So we'll figure out the right mouse clicks here. So button, let's put this one up here. So let's right click, continue. I think we have to get a, so click once, so I think left click, then right click, and then continue. There we go. So click on your object, left click where you want it, and right click. So I'm going to just go through and finish the rest here. So balloon. Okay, it looks like I got all of my parts. So your job, once you get to this point where you've have your exploded view, you have your parts list, and your balloons connecting to each of the parts, you're going to take a screenshot and submit this to Google Classroom. So good luck.